Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Karina, aka Per Diem Babe. If you guys are new here, I am a full-time reseller. I also own a brick and mortar consignment store. I'm really excited because this video is in partnership with Depop, and today we are starting a Depop store, and you guys are gonna come Depop with me. It has been a long time since I've sold on this platform, and actually one of the biggest sales I've ever made in my whole career of being a reseller, which has been 13 years and counting now, has been on Depop. I sold a bundle of Unif t-shirts for over $1,000 and I'm still mind blown at that. But here's the thing. The thing that was stopping me from selling on Depop for all of these years was that I thought it was only a place that you could sell streetwear, vintage, Y2K, and I was like, I don't really sell that, so I don't know if Depop is the right platform for me. However, after doing some research, I watched a bunch of Depop seller videos and also did some research on their website to see what brands were popular as well as what styles were popular. I realized I have an entire store full of inventory that would sell on Depop. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to walk you through my whole process of how I'm getting my account started. So I already created a new page. It is right here if you guys want to give it a follow, and proof that I am starting from scratch, brand new, 0 followers. And I'm going to do a little bit of research again. I'm going to show you my whole process of how I am going on the Depop website to see what is currently trending, to see what items I should pull off of my sales floor to get started. We're going to focus on listing 10 items to start. And then if you guys are interested in seeing like a follow-up video just to see how things are going, I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent on this platform. Let me know. Maybe I'll do another challenge, or maybe I will just give you guys another catch-up video in a week or so just to see how things are going. But leave your comments down below and I will definitely make that video for you guys. Anyway, okay, come on, take my hand. Let's go Depop. All right, time to do some research on what is actually going to sell on Depop. What I love about Depop's homepage, and you have to do this on a desktop, I don't think you can do this on the app, but on the top of the page, they have a bunch of tabs. There's women, men's, kids, sports, brands, and trending. And under both of these tabs is where the gold is. All right, so under brands, it's going to show popular brands that people are actually looking for on this website. And that includes Abercrombie and Fitch, Brandy Melville, Carhartt, Coach, Free People, Lululemon, Nike, Urban Outfitters, Zara, and so much more. And I know my store is full of that. We actually give our consigners a consignment checklist that goes over brands and styles that do really well in the store. And all of those brands are our top brands in my store. So I'm already really excited about that. Moving over to the trending tab, we have trending in women's, trending in men's, and trending items. So under the trending in women's, because I'm no longer selling men's clothes in my store, we actually got rid of our men's section, so I don't have much of that to lean on. In the women's section, we have boots, Halloween, outerwear, season, party fits, the bridal edit, and wedding guests. I don't know if I'm going to be focusing on these too much. I like the idea of the popular brands list, but actually if you scroll down on their page, there's a popular this week section. So these are going to be things that people are really searching for right now. A lot of these have over 2,000 search views in the last week. So you know that this is what people are going to want. On this list, we have car coat, wool scarf, trapper hat, Skims, Tory Burch, suede hobo bag, walking boots, and Suzanne cardigan. Since these are really popular this week, I'm going to prioritize listing these items. I know I have a suede hobo bag and some Tory Burch. Anyway, let's go sourcing in my store and see what we're going to list on Depop. Like I mentioned, Free People is one of the best-selling brands in my store. We even have a dedicated section for it because that is the first thing people ask for when they come in. So I'm just going to scope through this little rack here and see what I want to get listed. I'm not sure if I should be sticking to the seasons just because I feel like anything could sell, but I think I'm going to go ahead and list this one. This is a brand new with tags, Free People little tube top. I think that's really cute. Let's see what else we've got. Let's try this. This is a little lime green knit cardigan. That could be fun. I don't want to do all Free People, but let's maybe find one more piece. Ooh, maybe this one. So this is a sparkly gold little Free People mini dress. That would be really cute for the holidays coming up. So we're going to give those ones a try. As we were going down that list, they also mentioned that Lululemon was a really hot brand, and I know I have a few Lululemon pieces in here, so I'm just trying to find those really quick. I do know I have some Run Swiftly tanks. Maybe I'll try that. And I have some sports bras over here. Let me grab those. Yeah, I've got all the Lululemon over here. I also have a lot of Gymshark. Now, that wasn't a brand that was mentioned in the popular list, but I feel like it could still do well. I'll have to do a little bit of research on that one, but I have so much Gymshark that I would love to move. All right, we've got one right here. This one's also new with tags, so I'm going to try this one out and see how that goes. We've made it to our little designer-ish section of the store. So in this case, I have Coach shoes, I have Tory Burch, I have Golden Goose, and on the list of popular brands was definitely Coach and Tory Burch. So I'm actually going to grab these two Riva flats and we're going to get those ones listed. And then I'm also going to grab some boots behind my counter because they're really cute. They're Sorels. I think they'll do well. We'll try them out and it doesn't hurt. All right, so I got all the clothes here that I pulled, and I just want to show you the shoes that I grabbed. The first pair are these Tory Burch flats, and they are like a red leather monochrome. I think these would be really cute for holiday if I use that in keywords. And I also had these brown ones with the gold logo hardware. So we're gonna try these out and see how they do. My mic died, so I hope you guys can still hear me okay. But the last two shoes we have are these Tory Burch sneakers. I've actually had these for a really long time, so it would be really nice to actually move these. And then I got these Sorel boots, which look a lot like the picture that we saw under trending this week. These are Sorel Sherpa little booties. We're gonna see how those do. Time to take some pics. I'm taking photos the same way I normally do for any other platform. I like to take pictures in square mode on my iPhone inside of my lightbox. I always get questions about my lightbox, so I got this one actually secondhand, and I'm not exactly sure where it's from, but I can link a similar one from Amazon in the description. I've had this one here for about 5 years and I love it. It works great. I do still need to edit photos a bit, but I do that just directly in the photo app. When I photograph clothes, I try to take a picture of the front, a picture of the back, a picture of the brand and size tag, and a picture of the content tag. If there are any details I want to feature or flaws that I want to show, then I'll take pictures of those as well. But for the most part, those pictures cover it. I noticed while looking on Depop that most people either model their items or just do flat lays. With their in-app editing features, which we'll talk more about later, you don't have to have a complicated photo setup, which makes it so much easier for anyone to get started. When it comes to photographing shoes, I try to photograph from a few different angles: front, side, back, inside, bottom of shoe, brand and size, and any other features or flaws. Having a system when it comes to photographing makes the whole process a lot smoother, and having uniformity in your photos also, in my opinion, makes your closet look a lot more cohesive. It's a little bit later, and I'm getting ready to batch all of my listings. I love batching my work and photographing while I'm in the office and then coming home and listing while watching a TV show or listening to an audiobook. I want to show you exactly how easy it is to get an item listed on Depop. I'm just scrolling down to find the items we photographed earlier, and I can actually edit them right here in the app. If you need to rotate, adjust colors for brightness, or even remove the background, you don't need any extra photo editing apps. You can do it right here, and it's super fast. I love a crisp white background, so even though my background is already white, this makes it look even cleaner. But you can change to any of these colors here to make your photos stand out. Now, Depop's AI description tool is actually writing out a description for me. But since this Lululemon piece has a specific name, I want to make sure I'm including that for SEO purposes. Once you upload the photos, Depop auto-populates the different parts of the listing, including brand, size, category, even condition. If it gets any part wrong, you can adjust it yourself. And if it can't tell the brand from the photos, you can also write it in. When you come down to the pricing section, not only does Depop show similar sold items or comps, but it also gives pricing suggestions whether you want to sell the item faster or earn more money on the item. I personally like to list items a little on the higher side to leave room for offers. The last part we need to fill out before we can finalize the listing is shipping. Under package size, you need to note how much the item weighs. I use a scale that I got off Amazon to weigh items so I can charge the proper weight. The nice thing about Depop shipping options are that they don't have to be exact. If it's under 12 ounces, it'll fall into the small category, which is what I'm selecting here. Even though you can ship worldwide, I'm not turning on that option just to keep it simple. And just like that, my first item on Depop is listed. So that is exactly how I'm getting started at selling on Depop. I'm excited to see how these items do and also just keep shopping through my store to see what other items I can upload. If you are a regular Depop seller, please leave your best tip down below for us newbies. And if you're interested in starting your own Depop store, avoiding seller fees, and joining the fastest growing secondhand marketplace in the US, click the link in my bio and we can be Depop sellers together. Thank you to Depop for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time for another one.